You got StudStyle Tarot back up in the building. I said it's about that time. It's definitely about that time to go live. Stud Stars. It is time to go live and let y'all see me. How y'all doing? Good afternoon. I said, you know what? I really didn't want to tap into this energy today, but I had to at least let y'all see it. You know, and I've been listening to a few songs on Spirit Radio, and we done heard I'm Done. You know, I mean, it's been quite a few. It's a lot going on for me over here. Let's see. Couldn't Hear Me was the song just before the song that's playing right now. But the song that's playing right now is On the Ocean. Somebody who couldn't hear you. So they wound up getting with this main lady here. You know, we got the main female, and then the energy at the bottom of the deck is someone's being charged with a crime or offense they did not commit. And I'm telling y'all, I was like, I really don't want to tap into this, Spirit. But see, this is what I know y'all like to hear right here. You know? And I was like, ooh, it's actually starting to get a little juicy. Because if this is the main female that's being charged with a crime or offense they did not commit, that means somebody in jail right now. While somebody else might have had to, you know, go back home or something. They wasn't able to sustain, you know, their house or apartment, whatever. Now that this person's in jail, you know, their whole foundation now starting to crumble, right? Which already lets you know, hey, these people wasn't doing, you know, good things anyway. Probably was out here, you know, scamming, you know, being, you know, artificial. Now we have the song playing on Spirit Radio, More Than a Woman. You was more than this main female in so many ways, collective. You know, you wouldn't do no illegal activities. You know, that says you got some respect for yourself. You know who you are. You know, you wouldn't dare stoop to these sorts of levels. But somebody then got caught up, and this is a tower moment for somebody. Now that they realizing you more than a woman. But they ran from you. It's what I heard. Collective, let me say my prayer. Angels, ancestors, and guides, thank you so much for your covering and your protection as I channel these messages for the collective. Anybody known or unknown spirit sending any negative energy my way, return it back to the sender and bind it to him, Spirit, 1,000-fold. So mote it be. In the Most High God's name, we pray. Ashe, Ashe. Stud Stars. Did y'all see me pull that card out of this deck? I pulled that card out of this deck because it didn't belong in this deck. But you know that's a sign for me. What's this, Spirit? Oh, look at here, look at here. We got this man who can't stop thinking about the collective here. Masculine energy. Now they thinking about you, huh? Now that somebody else is locked up, wait a minute, now I had to just go ahead and separate the deck. Oh, didn't I tell y'all somebody was serving prison time? Wow. Look how that came out. I said somebody was in jail. Didn't I say that? Somebody is doing time, y'all. And I'm telling you, now, hey, wait a minute. Is it this person who went back home now because they main female and got locked up? They couldn't stay at the place where they was residing with this karmic anymore? Hey, you see, I done pulled out the extreme karma deck, and as somebody going through their karma, you see what they doing? Can't stop thinking about you. Won't stop thinking about you. How you was more than a woman. Remember I said they going through a tower moment? There go to number 16. That represents the tower in the major arcana. And I'm telling you, I can't make it up. It's still on Spirit Radio. More than a woman. This is somebody who sees you as more than a woman now. You ain't locked up. You out here, standing, your ground, and you independent. It's giving Nine of Pentacles energy. Life is good for you, while somebody else is getting a karma. Grim Reaper following them around for an opportunity. Damn, y'all. The devil on their back. The Grim Reaper, that death angel. Hey, this person who's still thinking about you. Hey, you know what? I'm almost tempted to pull from the Kipper so we can keep going about this dude right here, right? Let's, because we see the karma, somebody doing prison time. And now the Grim Reaper is following somebody. Maybe that's why this person over here thinking about you. Because they like, damn, if I would have just stayed with the collective. If I would have just stayed with the collective, I wouldn't even be going through this shit right now. Ooh wee. That's why they thinking about you as they go through this tower. They said they mad at theyself for running because they was intimidated by you. We got a card that came out in the reverse, y'all, and crossing. You see it? Despair in the reverse and crossing. I told y'all somebody wasn't doing too good. Had to move back home to their mama house. Not getting no money coming in. And they got a dark angel on that ass, y'all. Ooh wee. Bottom of the deck, we have, see, great fortune energy. This is somebody who knows they really could have had a great fortune with you now. And they over here broke. That's what they thinking. They like, damn. Ooh, did y'all hear that confirmation? One of my phones just dinged, y'all. I had to turn the volume down, but the notification was low. I heard it, Spirit. This one jumped. Pathway. This is somebody who sees this beautiful woman who's more than a woman on her pathway right now. You looking good. And this is somebody who want to come to the after party now. You know, now that your life is good without them, They want back in, you know, for part two. Y'all know after you go to the club, you go to the after party. Bottom of the deck, we have mature man energy coming through. We have a mature man coming through, collective. And it's giving, ooh. Now that number 5 is the Hierophant energy. This is somebody who feels like they've learned their lesson after fooling with that main female. You know, this is something that's making somebody have to grow up. You know, especially when they got this Grim Reaper following their ass all day long, trying to find an opportunity. The devil is on them. That shadow, collective, is making them mature, grow up, and now be a man. Hey, we gonna clarify, because I'm telling you, this is somebody who knows they were supposed to be on this pathway with you. And as somebody is in prison, locked up, somebody going through a tower moment. Their money is funny. You know, they having to relocate. They got to move. You know, and they want to get out of despair. With the despair coming out in the reverse and crossing, they want to get out of despair. Life ain't been so good since the last time you seen them, collective. You know, I don't know why spirits lead me to this deck, but we gonna get some truths out of this one. Some naked truths. Wow, really? Did I do it on purpose, spirit? Because that's been happening. Nope. I got the card deck in the upright, but we got a card at the bottom that says, I'm only staying here for my kids, nothing else. I'm making my way out. But it came out in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. So maybe in the past, that's what they was doing. Now they not doing it. So somebody's officially, I guess, leaving the main female and going on their own separate path. It's almost like they kind of have to now, right? If the girl is in jail, somebody done got locked up and they being committed for a crime that they didn't commit, remember? And now we have, I'm at a crossroads. Should I fight for this or move on? Relationships are a lot of work. Being single is easier. You see there? They said being single is easier. Still giving, they want to be a player. Somebody still want to play the field. Have their options open. Be single. They're not ready to be tied down, is what I heard. Especially after going through this tower moment with someone else that have forced them to have to grow up. We have, I was hiding my true feelings from you because I was scared of commitment and I didn't want to lose my freedom. Did I not just say that? I just said that. They wanted to keep their options. They still wanted to be a player at the time, and they had a main female. Bottom of the deck. I didn't think you would walk away. Uh-huh. That's what's happening. They thought you would always be there. They thought they could always come back. But they can't come back now. Because you've left the building. Ooh. Came out in the reverse, y'all. Ooh, and it's 2 cards. Wow. We have, you are so smart. You have me figured out. But it was in the reverse and crossing. And that was covered by, I didn't feel like I was on your level. You're a boss. I'm very insecure. But you see, that came out in the reverse too. Which, as you can see, this despair card came out in the reverse as well. And crossing. These cards are clarifying that despair in the reverse. Somebody who knows that they could get out of despair if they could just get back to you. This is somebody who might still I don't know what you're so smart in the reverse. Like, you know, do they feel stupid? Like, you know, they feeling stupid because in the upright, you know, you did have them figured out. You know, them playing games with you because they were hiding their feelings, right? You know, and then now, you know, they're getting out of their insecurities or trying to have some courage to come back in because they didn't feel like they was on your level in the past. And now they trying to get on your level. I mean, you know, somebody humbling themselves. Is this what's happening? No more games? Or somebody who might still not want you to figure them out. That want you to play dumb. I don't know. Where they're coming out in the reverse. Is this what they did in the past? Let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. I'm going through a lot right now. I need space and time to gather my thoughts. I can tell. Because I'm telling you, I'm trying to figure these reversals out. I don't like doing these reversals now. It make you really go deep. But, yeah, this person going through a lot right now. They going through a tower. They main bitch that got locked up for a crime she didn't commit. And the whole operation is shut down, y'all. And they had to pack it up, leave, go back home, you know, somewhere they probably did, you know, stay with somebody they probably don't want to stay with, and start all over in their life. Money gone. They having financial troubles. Look how Spirit gave me these too. This is some tea right here. This some extra tea. But this card actually hit the table. Please unblock me. Yeah, that's me calling you from unknown numbers. Damn, Spirit. Yeah, that's them. Calling you from them unknown numbers. Trying to get back to you because they know they were supposed to be on this pathway. This divine destiny. We got 2 cards covered by this one, y'all. Let's see what's at the bottom. I tried to replace you, but it didn't work out because I'm madly in love with you and I was fighting it. I know this is divine. Did we not just say that? It's all about this divine path. And if anything, we got 35, could be 8, which represents strength. Somebody trying to find the strength and the courage to call, to get back in. Because now they saying they learned their lesson. They know now that you are their divine partner. But the fact that they went so far as to even to try to replace you. I mean, we also seen that they were afraid of commitment and they didn't want to lose their freedom. So they thought that you was just going to just stay there and wait for them forever. Because remember, we saw the card that said, I didn't think you would walk away. You've walked away, collective. And now we have, I want a second chance. Not being with you is killing me. Y'all see that? I told y'all this was tea. Spirit was giving us more tea on the situation. After this card landed on the table, we have, I'm only staying here for my kids. Nothing else. I'm making my way out. Do y'all remember when this was in the reverse? At the bottom of the deck when we started this read? Somebody who probably couldn't get away. Or, because in the reverse, they wasn't trying to leave. Maybe they couldn't leave because of the kids. But it almost kind of seemed like now this is somebody who don't care. Even if they got kids, they out, right? They gotta go. And they want to come back in towards you, collective. It's killing them. I'm going through a lot right now. I need space and time to gather my thoughts. They like, this motherfucker done went to jail on me. They done got committed for a crime they didn't commit. You know, now they left to have to be independent instead of codependent. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. Thank you for tapping the screen. Thank you for sending the hearts, all that good stuff. Thank you so much, StudStars. Yes. I love the love now. It's nice to see it. Right back at y'all. It lets me know that y'all connecting with me for real when y'all send love. Because I'm channeling for y'all. You know, Spirit is tapping into somebody. And believe it or not, boy, you know, I was sitting here saying, I didn't even want to know all of this about the karmic. Because we started off talking about the karmic, then got locked up for a crime they didn't commit. So it's forcing someone to think about you. First card out. Reflecting on this connection. Knowing that you were their divine counterpart now. But they didn't think that you would leave. You've left the building. You out of here. You said, I know my worth. You over here trying to play me. You wanted me to be blind and not see that you was trying to keep all these options and be a player, and I was the real deal Holyfield. Somebody is being haunted by this, with this Grim Reaper being on their back. Can you imagine? The devil waiting to get you. the death angel ready to get you. That's deep, y'all. What deck do I choose now? I mean, do I need to keep tapping in? Sound like, look, somebody had to grow up a little bit, right? learn a hell of a lesson with this Hierophant energy coming through. They said I done had to grow up, go through some things in order to learn that you really my soulmate here. You see this? The Lover's card. They see you as they lover, but y'all see that number 15 on the top? What's that giving? Y'all know what that number 15 stands for. I'll wait for it. The devil. Talking about the devil. The devil. Hey, here we go. This person is in devil energy, obsessing and lusting over you right now in this thoughts energy as they're going through a tower in their life. Do y'all know the tower is that somebody's foundation is crumbling right now? They said they're going through a lot. And I know I called it out in the very beginning. Somebody then had to relocate. I'm telling you, they had to go back somewhere they don't want to be, y'all. Hey, Spirit almost made me grab that deck. I don't always use it, you know, but it's always nice to hear the decks call me. Okay, Spirit. That one just called me, y'all. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Ooh-wee. Here we go. Spiritual burp. Look, I couldn't even get it out. Somebody being left out in the cold. Somebody being left out of your life. They said they want to get in where it's warm. Can they warm up? It's cold out here. That's not funny. But they in despair right now. You see, it came out in the reverse and crossing. They want to get out of this. They tired of their life being like this. Take time to rest and relax. This is somebody who probably really needs to take time to rest and relax after going through this tower moment, right? Wow, this card says, luck is on your side. Good news. Energy. Luck is on your side. Good news. Whose energy is this that's taking time to rest and relax? It looks like this masculine. They on a timeout. And maybe while they on this timeout, they seeing you as this lucky rabbit. Your wishes being fulfilled, life being good. And I know y'all remember when I first started this reading, we had the Great Fortune card come up at the bottom of the kipper. Y'all remember that? Let's take it back. Rewind the tape. Rewind it. Damn. It flew out in the reverse. Glad I caught it. Look, every time I get something for this middle energy, everything is coming out in the reverse. Y'all see that? This is somebody who is in this sadness and this guilt energy right now. And they said they tired of feeling this shit. They want to get out of these feelings that they have of doing you dirty. Maybe they want to come make things right now. They want to come make things right. They said they see you out here doing good with that great fortune. They want to come in and celebrate with you. Now see, let's back it up. Remember how Spirit said they got the Grim Reaper on that ass? Somebody got a Grim Reaper on their ass, and they gonna try to come in and keep that shit quiet. They gonna pretend like everything's good. They don't want you to know that they've been going through a lot of things and really needing space and time to gather their thoughts. as they over here gathering them thoughts is leading them to you instead of them doing the healing work, see? Because I'm telling you, I don't trust this first card that came out in the reverse that said, you are so smart. You have me figured out. That's what it would say in the upright. But that came out in the reverse. I'm like, is this person still trying to come in? Hoping that, you know, you don't catch on? Like they still coming in playing games? They just doing that to get out of this guilt and sadness. They said they know in order to get out of this depression, they just need to get back to you, since you this pathway for them. Since this is a divine union. I wish I could see what the cards, the card was that said they know that this is a divine union between you two now. And that's why they want to actually come celebrate you. Like they want to come in and be like, yes, it's you for me right now. Like, you know, you're all they think about. You know, now that they know that this is a divine connection, but collective, I cannot make this shit up if I wanted to. Do you see this card that landed on the T? Because remember, I told y'all this was Spirit giving us some tea for this person talking about please unblock me. Remember? Yeah, that's me calling from the unknown number. Spirit said, you have let them go. You have, I'm trying to raise it up so I can see it. There we go. You've released this person and you are not looking back. Because remember the card that said they didn't think you would leave? You left. You got the fuck up out of there. You said, I don't care, twin flame or nah. Hey, and right now, wow, the song that's playing on Spirit Radio is In My Mind by Heather Hadley. You'll always be their girl, their guy. They're in their head. In my mind, you'll always be his girl, her girl. Y'all take it how it resonates. But you said bye, and you not even looking back. Oh, but back at you. Wait, I'm sorry, y'all. You know, my trying to see where the phone angle is be, you know, the challenge for me. There we go, right? They see the light, but you left that ass behind. Uh-huh. Bottom of the deck, we have, wow. Look at Spirit. Look at Spirit. This person is still trying to keep you in a third party. I can't, Spirit. I knew I didn't trust it. This is somebody who's depressed right now. And they trying to get out of this regret. Like, they don't want to feel this no more. You know, they guilty. They sad. Spirit talking about, you need to take time to rest and relax right now. Because you got a lot going on. But instead of them focusing on themselves, here's what they doing. They thinking about you as they go through this tower moment. 16. All they do is think of you day and night. But there's a third party. I can't get you off my mind. I think about you all the time. All the time. Ooh. Hey, collective, it's serious. It's serious for somebody right now. You know, they want a second chance. But you ain't fucking with it. Didn't we see you not looking back? You have released this. They talking about, I done grew up a little bit. I'm wiser now. I'm a mature man. You know, you my soulmate. Remember we seen the lover's card? But what I tell you, thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. Devil energy, number 15 on the card. And then wait a minute. That's followed by the person who's concerned. They over here worried right now. Stressed the fuck out. Because they like, damn, she left. She really left. And ain't fucking with me no more. Because I chose and still am attached to this bitch right here. The main female collective that's been in your energy. You know she been in your energy. Uh-huh. Wow. Now this player said they want to be your main male right now while the main female is doing time. Wow. That's crazy. But I also heard Spirit say, I mean, maybe somebody's coming in for you. Hopefully they not a main male though. You know, they need to be like Emperor energy, right? Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. You know, this is Spirit trying to let you know that they still non-committal and they still coming in with the gangs. Because even at the bottom of the deck, we got the threes of crowd energy. I can't with this person. They said, but you my soulmate. But I got somebody. I'm still attached to somebody. They're lusting right now in that devil energy. Collective. I mean, they going through some things, so they in separation right now, right? Trying to rest and relax, but they can still be attached. And we see it. But they're being forced to hide their feelings in this mood energy. They're being forced to hide their feelings from everybody. That they are messed up. That they can't even talk to you right now. And it's because you know they trying to keep you in a entanglement. That's what this is, collective. They trying to get you caught up in an entanglement. They probably just been fighting and not getting along and going through a transition because somebody locked up. You know, when your other half is locked up, you kind of forced to go into survival mode, right? Oh, wait, look at this, y'all. These two cards came out. And see, I had pulled the first one up, and I was trying to channel the energy. I didn't see the second card being the Seven of Wands. We got the Seven of Wands being covered by the Four of Pentacles, y'all. This is you holding back your energy and protecting yourself. You know what to do. You know this person ain't. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation right there. You know this person ain't in the right energy. You know they still got a third party. You know they just trying to come in, trying to get some of your light. And it's funny how Spirit is pointing out to me how, you know, we got this rabbit energy that's trying to, you know, catch up to your light. You see him, you know, looking in the forest now, trying to break through that nighttime moon energy. And we just seen the moon. Trying to get through that dark shadow to the light. Hey. Wow, we got Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. We can't make this up. Spirit is giving us more confirmation. There's a third party. But somebody want to come wine and dine you. Remember we seen celebration, dating? They want to come wine and dine you after this betrayal. But this is your energy walking away from them and going with your spirit guides. telling you to hold back your energy. Don't unblock them. You got them blocked. They over here talking about, please unblock me. But you not unblocking them. You holding your energy back. Look at Spirit showing us. Wow. High Priestess energy, y'all. I can't make it up. You see her. And then look how this card flipped over. High Priestess is already knowing. Oh, there's more cards under there. Spirit. Oh my God. All this damn tea, y'all. Wait a minute. But look at the card that flipped over. Here they go. Wanting to bring they slow behind in this Knight of Pentacles energy back to you. They in this Knight of Pentacles. They took forever to even try to apologize. Maybe now they want to apologize because they've been over here trying to manifest you in this Magician energy. The spells ain't working, right? They in this Five of Cups. You see it. And see, we saw the regret energy come out in the reverse, but here's the truth. They really are in regret in this Five of Cups. You know? And you know this already. Your intuition is telling you everything about this person. This person took forever to make their way towards you. But now here they come, trying to come back in because they really do regret trying to replace you. This is somebody who tried to replace you with someone else. Y'all remember that? That card? Temperance Angel. This could be us seeing our guardian angels come through with more protection. You being protected. You being protected. But that could be you in that Temperance Angel energy trying to maintain your peace. Earth Angel energy. You are a High Priestess. I mean, we did see you are on a divine path. You over here trying to maintain your peace and you holding back your energy. Oh my God, and this is justice being served. I had to be nosy. I wanted to see what was at the bottom of the deck. This is justice being served to this person who still, in their mind, was thinking that they could play you one more again because they in devil energy. They said, this is how I can get out of my problems, my stress, my burdens. Let me go back to the collective. They doing good. They having that great fortune right now. You know, they a boss. Remember we seen that card that said you a boss? Wait, hold on. Damn, it was at the bottom of the deck. Don't make me search for it, y'all. There it go. Yep. It says, I didn't feel like I was on your level. You're a boss. I'm very insecure. That came out in the reverse. And remember when I said this is somebody who want to get on your level? They want to come out of this regret. They want to come out of this sadness. They tired of feeling guilty. That Grim Reaper on that ass. They feeling guilty. And then wait a minute. What's the card that came up behind that, Spirit? Suffering from hair loss, thinning, balding, or alopecia. Oh my God, Spirit. Ooh. Damn, who's suffering from that? Y'all see that? This extreme karma ain't no joke. They losing their hair? Damn. Cause that karmic stressing them out. They said, I know I took forever and a day, but I got to come back. I'm fucked up for real. I'm losing my hair. Bottom A, you said Ain't nothing disturbing my peace, right? Temperance angel, you ain't letting nothing disturb your peace. Adios. Goodbye. You not looking back, but they looking back. They looking back. You see them? They looking back, collective. But I don't know what they gonna do about that third party. I mean, I know Spirit said you being protected. I think this is the divine coming through, showing more protection. You haven't learned the lesson too in this Hierophant energy. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. You learned the lesson too. And I also feel like this is the Most High, you connecting to the Most High. And we seen that in this High Priestess energy. Having a higher level of consciousness now. Because you done connected to the Most High. You have connected with your higher self. Your divinity. Bottom of the deck. What I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all can't trust this person? 7 of Swords. Bottom of the deck. And you hear Spirit gave us that confirmation before I could even get it out. This person's still trying to figure out how they can sneak on over here and give you their pinnacle in that Knight of Pentacles energy. But you don't want it no more. And that's why they stressed out. They got anxiety in this 9 of Swords. Wow, 9 of Swords plus 7 swords is 16 swords. Somebody going through that tower. I told you. Because they didn't think you really leave. But you standing in your power. In this strength energy. Leo energy. You standing in your power against this person that you know is a player. This is my player card. Knight of Wands. You know they a player still. This King of Cups, who's all up in their feelings right now, swimming in them, moon energy, but they trying to hide it. I gave y'all an extra card. 2 of Wands is you choosing another path that don't include them, collective. It don't. You know, but they looking back at you. And you, I mean, I see your strength on the table with the 7 of Wands to the 4 of Pentacles. That's divine strength. Collective, I'm going to roll the dice. Wait. You know what? I've been dying to see what's behind this card, y'all. Anger, arguments, conflict. Is that what's happening with this third party right now? Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. See, they could be fighting, you know, over the phone because somebody done got locked up, you know, and this person like, you know, hey, I don't even want you anymore. I really want to go back to the collective, but there's no do-overs here. There's no second chances. They want the second chance, but there's no do-overs. Not this time. Collective, as I close out this closing energy of the dice, we got the Sagittarius energy coming out in the upright and crossing. And it landed on this Knight of Pentacles. We have the North Node energy in the reverse. So that means South Node. And then we have, wow, the number 11. Justice energy. We can't make this up. This is the scales being balanced for this person choosing someone else instead of you. They chose a karmic who they are now fighting with. And boy, do they feel the regret in that 5 of Cups. But they trying to act like they not hurting. They not, going through some things right now. But look at this, y'all. Somebody got their eye on you still. I can't make it up. They watching. They watching and they mesmerized by you. But Spirit said you can't trust them. Didn't we just see the 7 of Swords energy at the bottom of the deck? Here they go. They fake. They about to come in with the illusion still. They think they can still do it. But that's why Spirit said you moving on. And I love how these cards are playing out, because the bottom of the deck is the bottom of the deck, y'all. You relocating. You gave yourself closure. You said goodbye. I'm done. And collective, hindsight is 2020, right? I mean, for somebody to be afraid of commitment, now only to realize that you were the one. Somebody's feeling very stupid right now and foolish, because they gonna learn the hard way, thinking they could come in this devil energy and try to run the game on you one more again. But every attempt that this person makes to get in your energy, Spirit already shutting it down. And that's justice. That's the scales being balanced. Everybody that's in here, if you could please subscribe to the channel right now. And I see, thank you for the likes. We matching right now, 13 to 13. Y'all already know. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here. So much love and so much light. I'm going to leave it there, y'all. Y'all know this person ain't going to even have a chance to get back into your energy, no matter how hard they try. We see it. You going on and you not looking back, because you know they in that 7 of Swords. Come on now, y'all. Still thinking they can deceive you. That devil energy. This is them having nightmares and not being able to sleep. And even that are the scales being balanced. I'm going to leave it there, collective. Till the next time. Namaste.